Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So SMU's offense has the ball first today. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Fuentes. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh,
wow.
What a spectacular layout and catch.
All right.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Used to that. Well, head nod.
Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard and get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic.
Picked off. What a play to
Brother.
set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, SMU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll do it himself.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Acker. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Luna. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He rifles one deep down the middle. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line.
React to it.
Made some hay after picking off that pass. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense in a split backfield. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Whittington. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good one.
He lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd
Come
down
on,
coming.
Fuentes.
Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air, it's Fuentes. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw again. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown Mustangs. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
They are absolutely absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Acker. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Touchdown, SMU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
What up, Midgie Zeus?
Acme. Back on the field and ready to roll.
What it do?
They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Why Zeus is here?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
I know why you're
When
here.
you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cut.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown!
Let's go, Cloud.
And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after.
The boys are humming right now.
Defense, great job making the interception.
This engine is nice and
doing something.
purred
Don't
up.
slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let it go.
He beat me to the spot.
He's got
Damn.
it down the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I don't know if that was a
And
fumble.
his defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week.
That was.
He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
They'll try the left side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. go back to work. Dropping back, it's Fuentes. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back.
Oh, he wants it all. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get. Completes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, and you got to lock
Come on,
in.
clock.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice game. They are dialed
You did a
in on
run,
this
clock.
drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks it, just keeps moving. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Mustangs. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a
go
pretty
get your boys.
significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Can I please put you clock
The
on?
ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
Please.
The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Acker. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Stack.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Game's over, bro.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Punts it out of the air. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Please.
Right back to him on the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw an attacker. Snags it over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Broke too.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some moves.
And the Panthers with with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab on 3rd. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space.
Oh,
Lowers those pads. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unleashes one. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
what up, BG? You watching what Notre Dame is doing to bump and run right now?
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The give to the left. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass.
Took the
Throws to the
cheese.
tight end. Got his man downfield. Smashes ahead. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Working the big fella to the corner. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. But this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be fun.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got the...
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll leave it with him. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Pulls and fires complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Already got a hand on it. It's blocked. And they scoop it up. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to tack one more on their score. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They try to get it outside on the left. At the 35, he's loose. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. You have to be able to run it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.